So today we're going to be making one of my most effective but simpler flies that I use on the River Irwell and any other rivers that I actually get onto. It doesn't use a lot of materials specifically, so we're initially going to start off with a hook. It is a Caddis pupa shaped hook, so you can see it's got it curved back and it slightly rises up, so it's more shrimp-like. And we're going to use a 3mm rose gold bead today. I don't know if you can see it. So, obviously I presume everyone knows how to put the beads on their hooks. I'll just do that off camera. And slide it into place. Now my camera setup is a little restrictive in my hand movement, but I've got it so you can see. I like to use a red thread. It doesn't matter what brand. I am not going to try and sell any specific brands or products in this video. The idea of simplicity sometimes is the key to catching big fish. So I start off behind the bead and then head towards the back. Doesn't have to be perfect, I'm just trying to get the thread to the back, and I go slightly round the bend and then let it hang. Cut the thread. Now, in regards to yarn, I'd say that was the only thing you really need to concentrate on, other than the weight of your bead, obviously, which is like the depth you're fishing and the conditions. But I think I have 8 colours. Let me get them. So I have this one, if it focuses, that's coral. This one is oyster. I have this one, which is thistledown. I have a dark olive, like this is just olive actually. I have a pistachio, as it's described. I do have some more, but I'm not actually sure. Oh, I've got a pink. I'm not actually sure what shade of pink that is. I did have some more and I can't actually, what was it now? I might have only had them. I'm sure I had a brown one. But today, because we're using a rose gold, and if you look at I'm basically refilling the box. They're the colours I've got from last season. That's what I didn't lose or didn't use. So I don't lose many flies. The colour I'm going to use with my rose gold is probably the coral. Now, I know pink is often associated with grayling, but if you think when you cut like a 2.5 inch piece, it's like a worm in it. So let me just move that a little bit further. Right, it's out of focus now, isn't it? There we go, I'll have to keep it there. It's just I've not got much hand room from where the camera is. So all you need to do is put your thread under the weight, put your yarn under the weight of the thread, letting the bobbin hold it down, and then wrap it around a few times. Now, with it being worm-like and a worm colour, and we're in early season, you're going to get it's like worming basically, but we're not going to make it like a worm. It's not going to have the excess, it's just going to be that colour. I like to just build it up behind the head, just to keep it secure. And then we're going to twist this. I normally do it below it. Obviously the camera's there, so it might look a little awkward. But at least you can see what's going on. And as you twist it, you see all these little threads? This is what's making it really buggy. Well, originally it didn't. So I'll try and do this without knocking the camera. Now we're going to do now tend to twist it as I do it. It's a little awkward with the camera here. Damn it. Let me start again. Just the camera's in the way. Trying to get it to focus, and I couldn't really get it to focus any further away. Let's try that. Is that better? Just with my hand being there, it's not getting as close as I want it to. That's a bit better. Constantly twisting to ensure it keeps that nice tight yarn. Where the little threads coming out of it. Ah, damn it. This camera will be an issue. I've rescued it though. Let me just twist it. There we go. And I like to build it up right behind the head. So it's quite flush. And then secure. Pull it tight, not too tight so that you snap your thread. Just use your nail as a guide. And then you see, still got all that excess. You could use it, but I've got, like, how many meters? 105 meters of the stuff, so it's not an issue. And that's my wastage. So as you can see, at the rear, these nice segments, it builds up behind the head, which is where I'm going to put a little bit of leggage. Now, you can use squirrel or you can use synthetic. I've got a little bit of squirrel somewhere, it's right in front of me, because I'm using the my materials box as to hold the camera basically. Should be right in here. Might use the rest of this, seeing as I've almost used it all. It's about a couple of years old, this, to be fair. And sometimes, like, this colour is not going to, like, stand out like a mile off. So if on, say on like my white version, you see the black stands out, it doesn't have to stand out. You're just trying to give it the impression of it being alive, leggy, you know. Just secure that. See if we can hand tie it from here. Make sure the knot goes behind the bead. And there we go. And snip. Now, with the tails, there's a little bit too much on the top. So I'm just going to snip it down a little bit. Maybe at the end. Make it buggy again. Get the thread out. And there you have it, a very simple Bendles bug.